What up, Smart Rapper family? Today we're talking about the 10 steps to making a hit rap song. And these are vital. Once you understand these 10 steps, you can implement the steps and make sure, like, oh, am I forgetting that? And it's gonna help you make better music on a regular basis. You really need to see this video and understand how it all works. You're gonna get smarter today. I'm Rob Level, this is smartrapper.com. I release a video every single day so you can get smarter, and you about to learn right after the intro. Okay, first and foremost on the top of this list is that you have to create the right studio vibe. Like realistically, like you're probably looking, you may be like, oh, I know that, but no, hold on, I want you to understand this. The more precisely that everything is set up for you in your mind, there's no barriers or subconscious thoughts of there's something that's not right. So the better that you set up a room, okay, the more professional the room looks. The better that you feel in the room, the better the vibe is in the room, the better the energy is in the room. Like all that stuff matters. So that when you go into record and when you go into create your music, you're like, I am so ready to create. I'm free. I'm open. There's nothing burdening me and holding me back, right? So that's why I set up this room so perfectly. It wasn't just for a YouTube set. It's because every time I enter this room, I go, yo, this shit looks really cool, you know? Because put a lot of work into it. The more work you put into something, the better it's gonna turn out. That's how it is with anything in life, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yeah, making your vibe right is gonna help you. That's a first step to creating a hit song in any industry. All right, let's go on to number two. Number two, and just as important as number one, I want you guys to understand this. These are probably the two most important things, but you have to create your inner vibe. And the inner vibe being your mindset. See, number one, having the right studio vibe helps you get to your inner vibe easier. So once you see, okay, the room's cool, okay, now do I feel like making music? What do I need to do to actually make music right now? How can I create the mindset? Like you have to be in a positive, happy attitude or a sad attitude or whatever attitude that you're in for the type of song that you want to create. But if you don't feel like working on music, you're not going to. So as I'm saying, go get some coffee, go get some tea, do whatever you need to do in order to get into the mode. That inner vibe is just as important. When those two cross paths and they happen at just the right time, that's when a hit song is made. It's like, whoa. It's like that accidentally happened at just the right time. Now you have something that you can promote for the next 9 months and possibly blow up off of because you were in the right inner vibe and you had the right studio vibe. Let's go to number three. Number three, to make a hit rap song, you need something that is relevant, up to date, something that beats the instrumental, whatever you're using or you're recording on needs to be relevant and up to date. It can't sound like it's from like 2008 unless your style is so unique and new that it makes it sound different, but that's probably not the case. So you need to have something that makes sense for today or is ahead of the curve just for the right timing, right? So if you really look at it like this, and I love telling people this because they don't often think about this, but when you hear something on the radio today, the chances are that sound is already going to be outdated by the time your new song would become a hit because the song that's playing on the radio was made probably 2 years prior. It got made, it got created, the beat was there, then they wrote to the instrumental or whatever, and then they spent a year marketing it, and then it got to the radio, and then it got to you. So it's like a year and a half, 2 years old before you even heard it. So that trend of sound is probably going down, so you need to kind of be partially that, but on to the next one. Just keep that in mind, okay? Like, there's a lot to it, but you want to be ahead of the curve. So having a relevant sounding beat is definitely going to put you ahead of the curve, ahead of everybody else who doesn't really pay attention to that, all right? Let's go on. Number four, now here's the thing. You got the beat, you got your inner vibe, you got your studio vibe, you're like, whoa, I'm ready to go. Now what you need to do is you need to destroy, get rid of all distractions that are possibly in your way. Number one, do not have your phone within hand's reach, because I did it this morning. I realized, I'm like, what the fuck do I keep grabbing my phone? I'm like, that is such a bad habit, because we're attached to our phones, right? So if you don't have your phone anywhere near you, you're not going to be going through your texts, you're not going to be doing this, and if you need your phone to write, so don't try to get around like, I need it to write, well then put your phone in airplane mode so that nobody's texting you, and you're not going on Instagram, and there's no internet on there, you're just using it to write, because you do not want to suddenly be like, oh, I'm going to check my Instagram, oh, this girl DM me, oh, I'm going to go over here, or dude, I'm going to talk to dude. Like, you don't want that to happen. You want to focus solely on the music, especially if you've already created the vibe and you've already have your inner vibe. If you're already ready to go, you need to destroy the distractions. Turn the ringer off on your phone. Make sure that whatever else you have going, shit's turned off. The ringers are off for everybody in the room. Your laptop's not open to some websites that you don't need to be on. Facebook's not open. Make sure all of this stuff is not there. Get the video games away from you. Turn off the computer games. Whatever the hell's around you that would distract you from making a great song, turn that that shit off, okay? And now you can work on music. Let's move on. Number 5, you want to skibbity scat on the beat that you have chosen, and you're gonna want to find the right rhythms and the right melodies. This is oftentimes how people create the best rhythms and melodies, because it's what it is. After that vibe's created, like we talked about, you have the right beat, you're scatting for melodies, and it's naturally putting out what you felt to put down, what would naturally, subconsciously, the way that you hear it would come out on a beat. Because you ever notice, we try to write to a beat, it just doesn't fit or just doesn't sound right. But if you were to freestyle on a beat, sometimes you're like, oh, that sounds so cool. Well, that is a normal process of writing songs, okay? Is people will just freestyle on the beats, and then they'll go through and you'll choose the pieces that sound really cool, and then you'll write lyrics to those with the exact amount of syllables, the exact sounds, everything like that. It's very simple. It's a very normal process for every single person who writes hit songs. So you need to learn how to scat. You just get on the beat, you freestyle, you just go boop, ba-ba-da, 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 beep-it, huh? Everybody wanna do the thing, huh? Ha-ba-da, 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 hoo-da. And then you write things to it like, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna, like whatever. It's really that simple. And then you say, oh, that sounds cool. I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. The best sounding one's the chorus, the secondary ones, you find the verse melody, whatever. I have a songwriting course you can check out, smartrapper.com/write songs. I bring you in the studio, I show you where to get beats. I write like 15 songs in like 2.5 hours. I'm like, this is how you do this, this is how you do this. We take this, we pull it in the Pro Tools, we chop it up. Here's where you choose this is your best melody. You're gonna put this here, this is the chorus, this is how we're gonna do this. Easy as cake. I mean, I've been writing songs for 15 years. Of course I can do it easy as cake. I have big name song placements, whatever. Don't need to like brag about it and stuff like that. But I have that available if you want to check it out. I'll put a link below, smartrapper.com/write songs. And in that, the reason I'm mentioning it is because I do that. I say, look, we're gonna go find some beats that sound relevant, and then we're gonna pull these out of here. We're gonna freestyle to these, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do this properly. And you just keep freestyling. Sometimes you freestyle for 10 minutes. Sometimes you freestyle for 3 minutes. Sometimes you do it for just a minute. You're like, ooh, I like that idea. I'm gonna go back to that later. Okay? I'm not gonna go too crazy on this. I'm just going over the steps of how to make a hit song. But scatting and freestyling for melody is enormous. Get used to doing that if you're not already, because I remember when I wasn't doing that and I was like, fuck, I should have been doing that the whole time, right? Let's move on. Number 6, after you choose the best rhythms and melodies, you need to write to them so that they're actually discernible words. Right? Like I said before, is you find them and you match the amount of syllables, or you match the way that they sound, like hebida habide, but like get us some like gonna go rababi. I'm saying, like, it's like you find the words that fit with it. Like, okay, now it went from hibidi habidi, like gonna go rababi. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's all it is. You're just matching those words up and then putting them together and like, well, that sounds good. Now there's words to them. This is what everybody does. This is why a lot of mumble rappers, so they mumble and then they just write the mumbles to the mumble. That's what happens. Okay, let's move on. Now you have all of them. You already know what you like. You're like, I like this one, I like this one. Now you just have to take it, right? Number 7 is you got to take it. You got to arrange it. Where's the chorus? Are you starting with the chorus? Starting with the verse? You have an intro, you have a sound, you have a rhythm you like for the intro. Where are you going to put this? How are you going to arrange them so that it's appeasing to the ear for whoever listens to it? Arrangement is enormous. This is somebody's entire job on a project. They go, no, chorus should go first, or no, piano should go first, or no, pull this out. We're going to put piano in here, here, and here. We're going to layer this here. That's an enormous job. Not to overwhelm you, but you do need to figure out and understand how arrangement works. And a lot of other songwriting things, I'm not going to go super into that, but you need to arrange them so it sounds the best. Take your time with this after you have it, and then record it, right? Whatever. Let's go on to number 8. First, before you record anything, number 8, you need to rewrite the lyrics. So you've already arranged it, you already wrote the things, right? You arranged it, now you need to go back with a fresh ear, maybe the next day, and go, hey, okay, this lyric could be better. I don't really like that. This could be stronger. Because when somebody hears you for the first time, you want it to be as best as it can be, right? You want somebody to really be impressed by you? Well, rewriting is a huge tool. Every rapper, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, every rapper they go back, they rewrite, and then they rewrite again. It's a massive tool that you need to use. Don't just think it's, oh, I can settle for this. Yeah, you settle. Yeah, people can hear when you settle. Don't do that. So, go back, rewrite. It could be the same melodies, but you rewrite, or maybe you choose the different rhythms and you rearrange it, but now you have a fresh ear on it, okay? Now it's stronger than it was before. Let's move on. Number 9, now it's time to 100% record everything that you already have rewritten. You already know you like this is what it's gonna be. Record, be in the moment. Don't worry about anything, just do it naturally. Don't overthink it, have some confidence, be yourself, get the song recorded. Now it's recorded. And number 10, now you can send it off to somebody for 25 to 50 bucks, and they'll mix it or they will master it. And that's a big deal, actually. You know what? Actually, I should mention that right now, right? That's a big deal. I should mention that in this video. Okay, one of my boys, you remember the guy when I had the guy who had that giveaway, who has credits with Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, Tech Nine, like all these big name credits because he's a big producer. Well, inside of his community, if you join the community, you get one song mix free a month, and you get like 4 free beats or like a whole bunch of beats, and they have like, their beats are dope. Wow. Right? So if you join that, they actually give you a mix and master song a month and one of the upper tiers. So what I was actually going to tell everybody to do, I'm going to make a separate video on this as well, because I was like, this is a massive benefit, because what it does is when you're in the community, you get one song to be able to get mixed a month, which means that you have to kick yourself in the ass to actually get to write the song or record it, so that you can send it to them to get mixed. Then they'll make changes for you if you don't like the way the mix sounds, or if you're like, oh, change this a little bit, you know, and they get you that final version mixed and mastered by professionals, and you have a really fantastic sounding song to output. I'll put a link below where you guys can actually go check that out, check out the community, and you're gonna get the beats, and you're gonna get, they also have this free music marketing stuff in there. It's really cool. And again, massive credits, and I've been talking to this guy, he's killing it. We're actually going to integrate on something, come together, so that we can bring the community together, because everybody who bought the beat package that he had before, it was like, oh, these beats are so dope, you got like 200 beats for like 30 bucks or something, whatever. But those are the 10 steps. I'm going to put the link below to everything. I'll put a link below to my songwriting course. I'll put a link below so you guys can go check out that community and see and get your song mixed and mastered one a month, and get the beats and like all those other benefits, okay? And then also, yeah, we gotta go to word of the day. I need to get like a little segment that goes with word of the day. I was like, bump it, now it's time for word of the day, or some shit, something like that. I'm gonna make some shit like that. And watch, it's gonna be like 2 seconds long. All right, cool. Today's word of the day is erupt.
Erupt.
But it's different. It's spelled with an I. It's I-R-R-U-P-T. And the definition is to rush in forcibly or violently. Oh, it's almost like, okay, and it's a verb. It's kind of like that, like you erupt into a bank. They erupted into the bank with machine guns, right? Like just break it, like, where the money at? Or when you like break into somebody's house, like where the coke at? Where the bricks? I know you got bricks, bitch. Anyways, I'm hyped the fuck up, as normal. Okay, cool. But again, erupt. I'm gonna say it again.
Erupt.
And it is a verb.
Erupt. Okay.
Which is an action, okay? So if you erupt, you do something with it, okay? So to rush in forcibly or violently, and the second definition is to undergo a sudden upsurge in numbers, especially when natural ecological balances and checks are disturbed. I probably would never use that. Or the third definition is to become active or violent, especially suddenly. And the actual other definition is erupt, because erupt usually means to explode, but this is like a version that is, actually, let's see what the difference is. I would love to know the difference. This is how we learn. Erupt means to break out, like as if, yeah. So this spelling and this type is more based on violence. So if you erupted into a building, or if it erupted into a fight, this is pretty cool. I didn't even know this word, so we're learning it. Erupt, that's the word. You just became a smarter rapper. Hit me with a like, hit me with the comment. I want to see your 4 bars for the day below, so you're getting better as you're doing this. And you know, if you are new here, hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell, because it's going to notify you every time I release a new video, which is every day, so you could become a smarter rapper. The community's coming. I have tons of courses, marketing courses, everything that you guys are going to have access to. I'm so excited. I had to put it together myself, though. Had somebody that was going to hire to do it. He fell through. I'm like, you know what? Just do it yourself. Doing things yourself, it's a learning thing. You're going to learn how to do everything. You're good. Whatever. Fuck it. Right. I'm Rob Level. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. But until then, check out these other videos, y'all. Check out these videos. And hit subscribe, and check out my other channel as well. I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers on there. Songwriting course link is below. So is Legion Beats, their community thing you guys can check out for that mixing and everything like that. I respect y'all, appreciate y'all, Smart Rapper family. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow with another video. Check out these videos.